Alright, y'all. I already started for today, but we're going to do the next one. Go see the prayer if y'all love the prayer. I was wearing a pink dress in the other one, the other videos. But let's go ahead and get into this one. I think I either want to do one and the other, or I want to do them together. I'm going to start out with them together, and then I might end up doing one and the other. And then later on this evening, me and my hubby is going to get together and do a reaction together. Okay. The subject line is, I don't know the title. We'll figure it out. But basically, the subject line is one young lady had posted a video originally. And she was like, you know, if a man don't have his money, don't have it together with him, basically, he can't support her, as in pay all her bills, take care of her, then they don't need to date. That's what her response was. Basically, you ain't got it together enough to take care of yourself, excuse me, and also take care of me, then you don't need to be dating me, and I don't believe you need to be dating nobody else. Now, the interesting part is, I've said that to a man before. Not about paying my bills or anything like that, but them not having their life together. I was like, you don't need to date. Now, it may sound kind of crazy I gave him this advice, because at this time, I won't really dating. Like, what I mean is, I hadn't started my dating journey. I had been talking to people on the phone, but I had not been dating. I was literally having long distance relationships. It's a whole other story for another time, but I kind of was also purposely having long distance relationships because my life really didn't look right to be dating either. So I was given the same advice that I was living myself. It's like I wasn't in no circumstance or situation where I was going to have peace, ease, flow, joy, and glory if I dated somebody. So I'm looking at them and they telling them me their circumstances, their situations they pouring out for me, what they got going on in their life. And I'm like, bruh, I ain't being funny, but you don't need to date. And the reason why I gave that advice back then was, like I said, I was living kind of the same similar lifestyle. I wasn't doing the same things this man was doing. But I had my own special circumstances that was happening that let me know, look, I can't really be there for nobody. I can't really be there for them mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, financially, or socially. And if I can't be there with you or for you, or build nothing with you, because I'm not in a predicament to do that, then I'm not going to do it. That's just what it was. But then the other young lady that did a response to it, I'm not hating on either one, because like I said to my husband earlier, I don't typically believe that anybody got a right to judge nobody or their circumstances or situations, or say, or, you know, you shouldn't live your life like this, you shouldn't that. I'm a strong believer, honestly, that you should live your life to the fullest however you desire to live your life. Like, if you believe that if are a woman or a man for that matter, and you want to be in the business of using men and women, like that's your income, that's your business. I mean, there's a lot of different names for it, and there's also a lot of different industries that you could be connected to where you do that. Some of them having something to do with sex, others can have absolutely nothing to do with sex. It's about healing, it's about companionship, it's about support, it's about being what's the word for it? Being a energy of, I guess it's just another word for support. I'm trying to pull it off. But you can basically be a companion or a good friend to somebody without it having to cross the line and, you know, expect money in exchange for it. And again, whether you're talking about one industry or another, it's multiple ways in which you can do it. The other lady, which seems to have her ish together, she was like, no, first of all, you don't need to date. She was talking about the woman. Like, if you need somebody to take care of you, support you, pay all your bills, or whatever the situation may be, you need yourself to be focused on yourself. Focused on your own well-being, taking care of yourself, being on your own grown woman status. And she was basically saying her and ladies like her, you know, they should be that way. Okay, my tea about that, as far as mixing both these things into one, but like I told you, I'm gonna go in depth again when I talk about one and then the other. Look, let me tell you something. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you being an independent woman. There's absolutely nothing with you being an independent man. And again, no judgment. This is not judging. This is me giving my opinion, but it's not judging. It's nothing wrong with it. But if a person has specifically told you, look, girlfriend experience, sugar baby, courtesan, escort, whatever, life coach, companion coach, or whatever it is that you are, if you have specifically set your standard, how high or how low you may be, and you have been very honest and said, look, I am in the business of all these things and whatever they got on that list. I only serve and I only service these things with somebody that is financially completely supporting me, providing for me, and giving me a certain amount of money. If you're not doing that, you need not apply. Why? Because this is my business. It's my personal business, but it's also my professional business. And when I let you know it's a business, I ain't being funny, but when's the last time y'all went to Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Jollibee, Outback Steakhouse, Ruth Chris, the Chocolate Factory, Cheesecake, I said Chocolate Factory, ooh, the Cheesecake Factory, and you sat down and you had you a meal, and then after you enjoyed that meal and they came about the check, you said, oh y'all, I'm in the business of going around and eating people's food, eating more specifically businesses food, and not paying them. How many of you all are doing it? I'll give y'all a second. Think about it. If it's some of y'all out there, and I ain't talking about the ones that you know how to get freebies, you know how to get discounts or coupons. I ain't saying none of that. We ain't talking about you. We ain't talking about you, because even then, if it's something free, okay, that's a one-off. You got something for free. They took your coupon, your discount code, or whatever it is. You got your freebie. That was that. But I mean, you actually go in with no discount code. You go in with no coupon. You went, sat down, and ate at one of or at another restaurant. You went, got your hair done, your nails done, and your toes done at a actual professional salon, or in Pookie's house between her legs on the floor, and she doing your tracks, or she doing your braids, or whatever it is that she doing. And unless she your girl, your boo, or your sister, or somebody that again is saying, oh no, it's free of charge, I got you. When's the last time you had that service? And that actually happened, where you went to a professional, where their business model that they have is, I do this and that for you, and you give me nothing. So if that's the case, where you have not been in that situation or circumstance, and you can't feel me on none of that, then you understand where I'm going with the point of view of, if this woman or man, it's not gender specific, but if this woman or this man says to you, I'm in the business of, and that means girlfriend experience, cut buddy experience, whatever experience, this is my job. I may sit here and I may enjoy my job. I may have peace, ease, and flow, joy, and glory in doing this job. And it's very enjoyable to me. But it is in fact my job. So that means if this is my job, this is my business, you need to be funding my lifestyle one way or the other. You need to be giving me a certain amount of money every month or every week, and then we can enjoy the business that's ours and drink our water and mind our business. And I will mind the business that you obviously want me to enjoy and you want me to give to you in exchange for what you're giving to me, which is you're supporting me. And again, I'm going to jump over to the other side again, because we just doing a little mixy mix here. If you are a woman or a man that you don't want no man to take care of you, you don't want no man to pay your bills, you don't want no man to put nothing on the table, you're not expecting nothing except to show up and be cute, you believe in the going Dutch, you believe in paying for your own meals when you go out, you believe in keeping all your own bills paid, and whenever you go out somewhere and do something, you want to fund it all yourself, and you are okay with dating somebody or being married to somebody in that situation, I ain't knocking that for you. But my word to you is, you are nobody's God. You are nobody's God but your own, and the God that is beyond you. So therefore, you don't have no room to judge another woman or another man that chooses that lifestyle. I am happy for you. Hopefully everybody is happy and cheering for you, because you're doing it all on your own and you making it look good. As a woman that's been on both sides of the line, and I have, which is the reason why I can speak on this, I'm proud of you. Mommy, hold it down. Papi, hold it down. Do your thing. But don't be under the impression that just because you're doing it, that you got a right to judge somebody else for what they do, because you don't. You really don't. There's nothing wrong with either viewpoint. There's nothing wrong with either thing. Now, you're going to have a whole lot of people racking it up in comments and going to crowds doing reactions and all that, and they all going to give you what their opinion, and they are not gods either, and they are not the judge, because they cannot judge anybody. They have not been appointed to judge somebody in a court of law, and they have not been made God over everybody and everything. So therefore, they don't have a hell or a heaven to put you in. And if you don't allow it, they don't have any rights to decide what's for you and what's not for you. Every man and every woman has every right to choose what life and lifestyle they want to live. You want to be Miss Independent? I am Miss Independent, but more these days, more God dependent than anything. And yet at the same time, I have lived a life and a lifestyle where, oh yeah, F everything. I'm getting money. So if you ain't paying me for my attention, if you ain't paying me for a smile, you ain't paying me for a picture, you ain't paying me for a video, you ain't paying me to be talking on the phone, to be texting on the phone, you ain't paying me, then I ain't paying you no attention. That's literally the attitude that I have had and I have lived in this life. So that's the reason why I am experienced enough to speak on this. Because if you're trying to be motivational and say, oh girl, go get your bag. Oh girl, get into your bag. Oh girl, educate yourself. Oh girl, you better than that. You can do better. I'm all for all that, because you being motivational. You are being a motivational speaker, not you are being a judge and a jury and executing somebody for the life and the lifestyle that they have chosen. They are going to deal with the hell and the high water that goes along with their choice and decision, the same as you. You may have a day where you don't have very much to add to the bill, and you looking around and there's nobody there. It's only you. It's you and it's you. Or you could look around and you got a support system, and you got people, places, same circumstances, and situations that's willing to add to your situation. Either or. That depends on your life, your choices and decisions, and the way in which God has blessed you and is blessing you and will continue to bless you. The same thing goes for that woman over there. If that woman over there is a little late on her bills, she getting some type of government assistance, she working, maybe she got layoffs at work, maybe her check is getting a little bit less, or she's just completely in the business of doing what she said that she do, and any man or woman that does not desire to fulfill that need or that desire, they should keep on pushing. And that's just the tea. But I love y'all. This is only a template to get you and keep you in alignment for your greatest highest good. And I hope y'all have an amazing day. And I'll be back, like I said, to go a little bit deeper on either side. But this was just a mixture of the two. I love you. Peace.